Okay, it's really got to stop. The fear mongering by the press has got to stop. Almost every morning, almost every morning, I read something in the news about how Social Security cuts are coming. You won't get your check, blah, blah. That is not what Doge is doing. Social Security's budget is set by the House and the Senate. They're the ones that set the budget, and the budget for this fiscal year has already been set. Doge isn't going out there and taking money away, they're firing people. If anything, it's putting more money into Social Security's hands because they've got less people to pay. So your paycheck isn't going anywhere. They're not messing with your or my Social Security for that matter because I'm on SSDI. That's not getting taken away. They're finding all the 500-year-old people that Social Security is paying and stopping that. If you're 500 years old, you better get down to your Social Security office and prove you're 500 so you get your pay. Otherwise, yeah, you're probably going to lose it. But they're not just taking random people's fucking pay away from them because they're cutting this and they're cutting. No, they're firing people. They're auditing. They're doing what IRS was supposed to be doing and auditing them and making sure that they're spending their money where it's supposed to be spent. So if anything is happening, Social Security has more money than it was budgeted for because people are being fired and programs are being shut down. They're not taking any money away from you. You'll still get your money. Knock it off with this fucking goddamn fear-mongering bullshit. And then I read an article today. Dozens and dozens of campgrounds around Pennsylvania will be closed due to lack of government funding. Well, last time I went to a campground, I had to pay to stay there. So if your business needed government funding to be able to stay afloat, you ran a bad business. It's not the government's fault that your campground is going to close. It's going to close because you're a bad business owner. That's why your campground is going to close. Because you have to pay to stay on campgrounds. There's no such thing as free campgrounds. So you're going to have to fucking either raise your prices, figure out how to charge people the right amount, or close and sell it to somebody who does know how to run a business. Has nothing to do with the government, has nothing to do with the Doge shutdowns, has to do with the fact that you're a bad business owner. You've been a bad business owner for so long that you've started to rely on the government paying for everything because you do not know how to run a business. You bought a campground, probably some woman that's fresh out of college bought a campground because you were like, it'll be so cool and it'll be in the nature, and you had no clue how to run a business whatsoever. And your business failed and you relied on the government to prop your business up so you could have a business. You need to sell your business to somebody that knows how to run a business. Not sit there and complain that, oh, because of Doge, now I've got to close my business because I'm not getting government funding. You shouldn't have been getting government funding to run your private business in the first place. And if it's a campground that's owned by the state, you shouldn't have been worrying about federal or state funding to run that anyway. You should have been charging people to go camping there, like most camping places do. You want to fucking stay here for a night? It's $15 for a tent, $25 for an RV. Something like that. Real easy. You people can't even figure that shit out. It's not being closed because of Doge. It's being closed because you're bad business owners. Stop blaming Trump and everything on the fact that you've been fucking up for the past 50 years. That's your fault. That you're being audited now and losing money is your fault because you've been voting for this wasteful spending. And that's the reason that we're in the shithole that we're in right now. Your fault. It's all your fault. And now you're crying because you're not getting a free handout? Well, I'm not getting a free handout. I'm fucking disabled and I barely get enough. I get a little over $1,100 a month to take care of myself. And I cannot legally work anymore. And I'm getting the minimum, barely the minimum, to be able to take care of myself. And you're mad that you have to close your business because you're not getting a government handout? You own a business. You shouldn't have been getting a handout in the first place. This is ridiculous. I live in a country where fucking illegal immigrants have more rights than I do. I live in a country where illegal immigrants get more help than I do. I was born here. I was fucking injured on the job here. And people that just cross the border are getting more money, more rights, more help than I will ever get. You fucking goddamn, the Democratic Party has lost the fucking plot. And the main arm of the Democratic Party, the media, is fucking, they've lost the fucking plot. You're a bunch of fucking scammers. You're a bunch of fucking fearmongers. You are sucky, horrible human beings. And it's got to stop.